I'll put this in the beginning. This video is not going to have any content of cars or anything, so if you guys aren't interested in that, you guys might want to just exit out now. But make sure leave a thumbs up for the video and subscribe guys. So guys, this is Jared from Fresh Garage, and I'm just giving you guys an update on where the channel has been so far. What happened like with the Volkswagen race car, Ryan's race car, and what are we doing now. So we'll start off with the Volkswagen race car. We did about I think 4 or 5 episodes on it. We tore the whole chassis down, welded the cage properly in, we put door bars in. Well, not door bars, we plated the door bars, we painted the whole chassis, we put a new motor and tranny in. We rebuilt the motor and tranny from the cabriolet that we put in. We bought an intake manifold that adapts to a carburetor for it, because the other one was for fuel injection, and it took a little throttle body on the side, and you can't really bolt a carburetor on an angle like this instead of like this. So we bought an intake for that, which was I think $150. We remounted the fenders, we welded them up a little bit so that the tire doesn't smash into it. We made homemade coilovers. That's one of our most viewed videos. We did all this work on it, and we realized we don't want to race that car because it's a front wheel drive car, and we can't really, we could take it to Knox Mountain or a hill climb, but it's not the chassis that we want. We like Mustangs and stuff, but we ended up selling it to another person that already races at the track. He has a Hornet, and he's going to build that. He's going to finish it because we did all the most work. All that needs to be done is the brakes are in, I believe, last time I remember, and then he's just got to, brake lines are in also, so you just got to make sure there's brake fluid in it, go over the brakes, maybe put brand new brake pads in because it had old brake pads, so put new stuff in, common sense stuff. And then all that really had to get it running was it had a fuel cell, so just fuel lines, a carburetor fuel pump, so a dinky little fuel pump. I believe they gave him a carb, and if not, people usually in the racing scene have carbs laying around. If not, buy a 2-barrel Holly, because that's all you're allowed in the mini stock, and then route the fuel lines, and that was all that's left to do, and paint it. And when we were thinking of selling it, we're should we sell it as a complete or something that, and wiring needed to be done. And then we're thinking someone would rather build a car where he can still paint it and still finish the finishing touches on it and call it his own, or buy something that's completely done, already been painted, and have a scheme and numbers on it, and no one would really, people would still want it. It's just more people. I would rather buy a car that's almost completed, just my finishing touches added to it. So that's what we thought, and we ended up selling it to a cool guy. Don't remember his name at all. Ryan does, but cool guy that's got a car, and he's going to be racing it. And then Ryan's race car. Ryan's race car is, if you guys seen it before, it's a blue notchback Mustang. I'll drop a picture right here. It's what started the channel. Besides drift striking, is we'd go to Egg City Speedway and we'd film his car and him racing. It had a Z-Tech swap in it, but it was carbureted, unlike mine's going to be fuel injected. And that's why my build is taking a lot longer, because we're going into something we don't even know. But his car was completely gutted. He had a full cage in it with frame connectors and stuff, and then he ended up going so far, cutting out window trim and stuff. There was no way he was ever going to bring that back. The inside door skins were cut out. It was full-blown race car, summertime only deal, no rain. It was not sealed at all anywhere. It's a great car. It almost weighed 2,000 pounds with a 2,000cc motor in it, and that was the rules, the lightest you can get, and he was almost there, and it's a great car. It was just for what he was doing. He wasn't making enough power, so at the end of the corners he was sending in deeper and then losing the corner and then not being able to keep up with them. But he was doing good. He just, I don't know, he probably needed a little more power, and the chassis for what he's doing is not the best. Like, there's people with 240s with independent rear suspension and they could really kill, and you can't do that with like the straight axle. It's just not as good because you got 4 links and the roll center is so high and all this stuff you can't do as good as a 240, and you just won't be good. And with like the Mustang, it was super strong, and we started getting, like, we were always into drifting. Like, with Drift Tricks was founded after we found what drifting was, because we couldn't get a car at the age of 10. So we started drift triking, and then we kind of forgot about drifting. And then after I got my car, I never welded the diff or anything, and then I blew up the tranny and whatnot. But we're gonna get back into drifting. Ryan's got a drift car. We only went to Brian went to 2 drift events. I only went to 1 this year because I was at a job that was on call, and I never got to have weekends off. And whenever I did get weekends off, it was not on a drift event, and I'd only get Sunday off or something like that, and then get on Monday off. It wasn't that great, so now I'm in the middle of getting a new job where I can have weekends off and make videos and go to the track events. Like this coming up drift event, like drift season, I want to have my car done, and I want to attend every event, and I want to start making videos on everything. And sorry, I'm going a mile a minute. Forgot about Ryan's car. He ended up selling his race car. Sorry. And that was to fund his current car, which is the white Mustang. I'll make a playlist of it. We only have like 2 videos of it. It's a great car. I think we did like 2 kind of like half-ass breakdowns of the car, but he's throwing a Chevy 350 in it, so he sold his race car to fund that. And he's gonna slay tires all day long in that thing, and it's sweet. Like he's already got the 350, like almost. It's not almost done, but like it's getting there, and he's just gonna have to throw it in the car. It'll be great. It'll be sweet. Like, it's a 350, and he had one laying underneath under the bench at his place, so it was like, why not? So he's doing that, and I'm gonna just continue with the Z-Tech build. I'm gonna make another video of what you all need to do it, because there was a lot of people asking about it in Garage Amino, this other app that we have, and it's a great swap for anyone that knows wiring. Like for me, I ended up buying a plug and play, and it was really expensive, and right now I'm probably into it for like $1,500 for the whole swap now. Probably more, actually. I spent $1,200 on the computer and the harness and everything, but that was plug and play. Like, it's really nice. And if you didn't do that, you'd only be in $500, because I got the motor and the original computer and everything with it for $500 with all the wiring harness, but some of the harness was hacked up and it just wasn't useful anymore. I had a Civic. I sold that to fund for the computer because I want the car done. It'll be done like next few weeks, probably a month from now, so we'll like post videos. I got parts for it. I'll make a parts video on it. Gonna do everything Ryan did, like the front bash bar, rear bash bar, but just not now. I'm gonna put a roll bar in it. I have a seat for it that blew Ricard on one of the videos. I'm just slowly accumulating parts for the car. I just haven't been able to put it in because I'm in a carport right now, and the carport is cold, and all my tools are at Ryan's because I moved all my stuff there because I was renting a shop and I got kicked out. So because of it had no power, and we were using power from a house in the backyard, and we ended up blowing a fuse, and not a fuse, sorry, blew a breaker, and the landlord wouldn't come and fix it. Like, he was like, the guys inside the house wouldn't flick it, and the landlord said he wasn't gonna flick the breaker back on, so we had no power in that shop, and we were renting it for $300, and we weren't able to do anything in there. Like, there was no light at all. only lights we have is for my phone, and dark comes at like 4 o'clock, and I'm done work at 4:30. So that shop was useless. So I moved out and put all my stuff in Rand shop, and then now I have nothing here, so I can't do nothing. And all the stuff I kind of need to do is at Ryan's. Like, I don't have crimpers for wiring. Like, I'm so low on tools that if I just finish my car at Ryan's, it'll get done. And then if it was sitting here, because I wouldn't be able to finish it because I don't have everything to do it. But yeah, what else do we need to update you guys on? I believe that is everything. Went over the Volkswagen, Ryan's race car, Ryan's plans, my plans, race season. Yeah, that's the big update. Like, we haven't done an update video. I don't do one-on-one with the camera. So yeah.